Welcome back, family and friends, to another episode of Independent Joe. And tonight, what I got for you is a little bit of Magnus. Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. This happens to be batch 152 of, I don't know how many batches are out there now. It's so crazy because last year, I think December, I bought batch 93. And we're into the 150s. I was in a chat in one of the live streams. I forgot which channel it was, but I let Nancy, she happened to be, and Nancy Fraley, who is the master blender of the Joseph Magnus cigar blends and other products too. She was in the chat and she said, I kind of said, "Hey Nancy, just ordered your bottle, batch 152 of Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend." She was like, "Awesome!" And then she said, and I'll never forget this. You should have got batch 153. And I was like, "Okay." That's something I should have known yesterday. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I thought that was pretty funny. She said, "I'll enjoy this one, of course." I mean, I still have one that I don't enjoy. I mean, I know some are better than others, but that goes for any whiskey out there. You're going to have some variants, especially when you're talking about different distillates and the blends that are put into them. And I don't think these are meant to be exactly the same as the last. Familiar, but not the same. So I can appreciate that. Batch 153, I definitely, if I see it, I'll try and find it. But these batches are getting pumped out like crazy, like 2 or 3 times since 2020. I think that's because they actually moved from, Washington, D.C. to Holland, Michigan. And I think that was the DeVos family has, I guess, stake in both those companies because they moved to, I believe, Coopercraft Distillery, just so that they can, I guess, increase production there. And that's what they did. Definitely did that. But since batch 93, which I have here in one of these bottles, batch 93, it was just like all of a sudden somebody was doing a review on batch 122 and I'm like, I was like, whoa. And then now we're in April, beginning of April, and I have before me batch 152. So I mean, they're pumping them out. I looked on the side of the bottle, I guess because there was rumors out there that some bottles had some I guess distillate between not only Indiana and Kentucky, which is the norm, but then some of them had Tennessee, which I don't think I have any that have Tennessee in it. Which again, it wouldn't be that big of a deal to me because I trust in the palate of the blender that is doing this. On the side of the bottle, of course, it gives you a little bit of story, gives you some kind of I guess some of what the basic tenets of flavors that you're going to get from it. And then at the end, it says, enjoy with a cigar and some chocolate maybe, and then with some good friends. So each bottle says that. When I read this bottle, it was actually the first time I actually read that whole thing. I had to throw on my glasses. It's kind of small. But so I put my glasses on, read it, and I was like, is this the Good Friends batch? I actually messaged Nancy, of course, it's a last minute thing, so I didn't expect a response back, kind of asking for information, because since the move, there has been rumors. I don't know all the information on like what's in this bottle type thing. So, and of course, there's only so much they can say as far as what's in each bottle. They don't even tell you from what distillery that they get their Kentucky mash. MGP. We know that MGP is a big part of it. It even says on the bottle that it's distilled in Indiana, Kentucky. Don't know what the portions are. If it's higher Indiana than it is Kentucky, which is believed to be Barton distillate. So who knows? I don't know. I'm not sure. And maybe at some point I'll be able to find that out. Each of these Joseph Magnus, of course, are blended together and then finished in, or I don't know if, again, I don't know all of it, but I know that I don't know if it's afterwards they're blended then finished, or they get they finish different parts of the distillate and then blend them together at the end, so they're finished in Armagnac, cognac, and then sherry casks. That would be nice to know. But overall, I've really been a big fan of the Joseph Magnus Cigar blend. I know, pretty. But I've been drinking them from the beginning. I mean, I've barely been able to get like a certain amount. I mean, I know this looks maybe like a couple more than maybe other people have, but there's people that got way more than this because it just shows up in their areas. Here, we rarely see it, and once it hits a store, for the most part, it's gone. So you can be rest assured, especially at MSRP, you find these at MSRP. And again, MSRP is kind of iffy to maybe region. So you got from anywhere from 170 to 190-ish that you're going to find that. And I've been fortunate enough to, for the most part, to get them at least pretty close to MSRP. But I've enjoyed every one, even the ones where people say, oh, I didn't like that one. And I happen to have it. I won't mention any batches, but I actually, I can see what they're saying as far as flavor wise and stuff like that. But you just got to let it rest, let it set. This has been sitting here since I started, because I know Nancy likes to let her whiskey, bourbon breathe for an extended amount of time. So this has been breathing for about 30 minutes now. So not in the open air. It's been open, close, open, close. Right now it's open for the review. But I'm excited to taste this one. I am not gonna. I haven't tasted it. I actually poured the first pour of this bottle, and I'm sending it to, or it's on its way actually to one of my patrons who won last. I think it was last week, not this past Friday, but the Friday previous, when he had won the random patron giveaway, and he's William Hall will be getting this along with the flight that I had sent to Bubble Bath Bourbon. So he should be expecting that anytime soon. So William Hall, if you see this, batch 152 is headed your way. So be ready for that. I also have a new Patreon to welcome to the family. Rob Shields, really appreciate you taking this journey with me. You, as well as some other patrons, please look at the messages. I sent messages, and I know it's like one of those things where, oh man, I didn't join for that. But no, it's so that I can make sure I include you in giveaways and stuff like that. But just a little bit of information so that I can, flights like this, if I do a giveaway and I add your name to it, because Patreons for the most part are going to be able to get into giveaways. And for the most part, all it is just whenever I'm doing it live, come by. All you got to do is say hi once. and I know a lot of people are shy. They like to just watch from the background. What's called lurking. Nothing wrong with that. But if you just thumbs up, hi, something, and if I see your name, boom, you're already automatically entered into a Patreon's giveaway. So you don't have to stay long. You don't have to do anything else. But just when you hit that notification bell and I come on just live, make sure you just give a thumbs up or something, as well as all the other patrons. All you gotta do is give a thumbs up, and flights like like what I sent to Bubble Bath and this right here, yeah, you guys will be able to get that. And enough rambling about that. Let me get back into the whiskey. But I really appreciate everybody's support. Hit the like button. Comment. Let me know if you have batch 152 or something similar or close to it. What do you think of these Magnus Joseph Magnus cigar blends? Yeah, getting tongue tied. What do you guys think of these? Are these overpriced? I mean, a lot of people have that question in their minds whether or not they should be spending so much money on whiskey. For me, I love the flavors that I get from them. The Armagnac, the sherry, the cognac all come together really nicely. And I think that it's just one of those ones that is, it's a special pour. I've been breathing this in as I've been speaking, and it's just a nice aroma. You get, just from here, you get those chocolate covered raisins. You get that nice, rich, deep sweetness coming from the glass, and yeah. So I don't know. I still don't have it in my mind that it's like overpriced at MSRP. I think it's just right. Unfortunately, when you go out and you try to find it at MSRP, guess what? Not a lot of places are allowing you to grab it at MSRP. Sorry for the ring light there. I don't normally have the ring light here, but I put it there. And it's the gland right there. How it and it's starting to come down. It's coating it very nicely. I'm excited to taste this. Yeah, and again, it's so familiar. They're not going to be the same. I'm not sure. Originally, when they started with Joseph Magnus, they started at I believe 20 to 25% of rye, high rye mash bill. But then they even went further. I don't know exactly when they changed, but then they bumped it up to a 36 high rye mash bill. So, which is extremely higher than before. I mean, Joseph Magnus cigar blend, or Joseph Magnus or Murray Hill company has been around for like a long time. 1892, established in 1892. I don't know exactly when they fell off, but then they came back in 2015 with these products here. I think the first Joseph Magnus cigar blends started in 2017. So I believe. If that's not right, put in the comments. Let me know the exact year. That'd be great. But this is again batch 152. This is bottle 332. Not sure how many bottles I got out of this. Oh man, that's just a really nice, sweet aroma. Very nice. I got a little bit of a black tea in that. Really, really nice. But yeah, man, they've like tripled, quadrupled. I don't know how much their production has went up, but man, they're pumping some of these out. And again, what I was kind of looking for when I messaged was, are they still using younger aged whiskeys, around the 6 or 7 year? I know normally these are known for the 11 to 18 year range. And I was wondering if they're still at that point, or if they have actually dropped down in age to maybe younger age whiskey from MGP or maybe even Kentucky. So if you know, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I know they were thinking that maybe it was around 12-year-old Barton might be in this, and not sure on the age of the MGP. So this right here, of course, is at 57.45 on the ABV, which gives you a whopping 114.9. And these are kind of the lower proof ones that are coming out as of late. They used to be in the 124s and above, 123s and above. And now they've been dropping in proofs, which isn't a bad thing. It just means that they're looking for maybe a lighter, sweeter, more coating tone, and not so much to where you're going to get so much of that, I guess, alcohol influence or the ethanol burst. All right, I've been smelling it long enough. Really appreciate you guys again. Hit that like button, all that stuff. And cheers to you all. Thank you. Appreciate your support. Cheers. Wow. It just engulfs your palate. Everything went straight to the tongue. There was a little bit of a flame in the beginning, but then it just spread, and it's just coating the palate really well. Again, getting some of those, I'm getting a little bit of that, some chocolate. Surprisingly, there's a little bit of grain in there. So I'm thinking maybe this does have some of that younger distillate in it. But I'm getting a little bit of grain in the on the palate. That cognac, I think, is coming through more than anything else. But it's really nice. It's really sweet. Chocolate covered raisins, like I had said on the nose. Getting some barrel influence on here. So I mean, and that's more on the finish portion. But it's a different. It's like a seasoned oak. Went in for a second drink on my own. Yeah, this is really different from what I'm used to. I'm getting some black / green tea, kind of like a mixture, sweetened, different and really nice. Not what I was expecting, but it's actually just really nice. A really nice flavor profile that's coming through. I really like it. Of course, 152. If you see 152 and 153, get 153. That's what Nancy suggests. So get that one. Unfortunately, I didn't have that option, but it was really funny. It was really funny to think about that. I was like, oh, let's see. I should have got 153, but it wasn't there. Yeah, and now on the nose, I'm getting some more of that teas, that black teas, blended with green tea. And I'm thinking that maybe it is at 36%, that high rye, and that a lot of that's the portion that's kind of like unsweetened. It has sweetness to it, but it's coming from some of the other flavors that are there. A little bit of that chocolate and stuff like that. Yeah, this is definitely one of those ones where you can sit down, enjoy, and try to pick out different flavors. I'm pretty sure if I let it sit here for another 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, because again, like I said, it's been sitting here for a good 30 minutes at a minimum. And I'm getting some good flavors coming through. Again, William Hall, hope you enjoy this. You have the first pour out of this bottle. I did not taste it until now, but you have the first pour of this bottle. So just remember, it's a neck pour. I kind of got rid of the neck pour. I tried to for you, but we'll see how that works out. So you let me know what you think of it, and yeah. But that's all I got for you guys. I really hope you enjoying your Easter weekend, your weekend in general. Really appreciate everybody again. Your support is just freaking awesome, and can't thank you enough for everybody who supports this channel. But have a good morning, afternoon, good night, whatever time you're watching this, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, everybody.